Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, okay. I mean, it's left, right, up, 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 up.
Hey, Baffoon, I'm gonna win
خلي
today.
عنك.
I'm
No
gonna win.
way, man.
Hey,
No
the last
way.
lap, the last lap.
Oh no, 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 no.
Ah.
Assalamu alaikum wa
Assalamu
rahmatullah.
alaikum.
How are you all doing?
You won today, luckily, but every time I beat you in this game because you're a useless gamer.
I'm just giving you a chance, man. I'm just giving you a chance because I know what happens when you lose.
Plus most of the time you're cheating.
Do I cheat? Oh yeah, I
Yes,
used
you're
to
not
do
good
that
enough
since.
to compete with me, and you're cheating. But we're going to continue this rival competition between me and you at the end,
Huh.
inshallah.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
By the way, you're looking good with your hat.
Oh, thank you very much, man. Thank you. It's nice, huh? Nice. What do you
Where
think,
did
guys?
where did you buy it from? Matrah.
Now I'm not gonna tell you the name because I had to pay for that. I'll tell you after the show. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay. So today, inshallah, Ali, we have our special episode about gaming, and I
Mm-hmm.
think we'll find a lot of young people following us today, watching us live. Shout out to all the young people, the gamers out there,
Yay! All the
and
gamers.
we also want all the parents to join us today to educate themselves about gaming and the world of gaming. And of
Are you
course, me
serious?
and Ali,
You want the parents to be
yes,
there?
me and Ali, yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes, we want the parents to be there as well to find out more about gaming. Uh, Plus, me and Ali were useless in gaming, and we have no idea about gaming because the last time we played game was in Family Game and Sega and those
Good old days, man.
primitive games.
Good old days.
So we thought of getting an expert, a gamer, a young gamer. What on earth is that?
This goes back to the 80s,
is
man. To
that
the 80s.
is that a book?
You think so, huh? You don't know this? Come on, man. If you don't know,
Put
then.
Ali, put it in the National Museum. Put it in the National Museum. Okay, let us introduce our guest today. We have a gamer, a young gamer who understands gaming more than myself and Ali. And our guest today is Mr. Ahmed Al-Ma'wali. Assalamu alaikum, Ahmed.
Walaikum assalam. How are you guys doing?
Good,
Fine. How
good.
are you today? It's
Very
nice
good.
to have you
Very
on the
good.
show, Ahmed.
Hatim,
Same
why are you
here.
flipping
Nice to be
upside
here.
down?
Uh, Technology. Now you see me, now you don't.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Nice hat,
Okay,
by
how
the
are
way.
you, Ahmed?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How have you been doing?
Yeah, you're
Good,
doing great.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen.
Alhamdulillah.
So, Ahmed, you're the only old person in this chat room today. Me and Ali were young, and we want to learn from you. So, tell us a little bit
Inshallah.
about gaming. And when did you start the journey of gaming, Ahmed?
So I've been gaming for as long as I can remember, but just to be safe, let's say at the age of 5 or 4. And I've been gaming ever since on multiple platforms, multiple types of games. So all the questions you have, hopefully I'll have the answers to.
Mm.
بإذن الله. Aren't you
How old?
surprised?
How
Aren't you
old are you
surprised?
first?
I am 26.
26.
So
Okay.
not very far. I might be far, but not as far.
Mm. So young, man. So what were you saying, Hatim?
I forgot. You interrupted me. Okay, I remembered. So Ahmed, you're into gamings. What sort of gamings attract you more? The PC games or PlayStation or Nintendo or online game?
I
What sort of games
I
do you
don't
like?
I don't really separate the platforms to be exact. I would play whatever seems my type of game. So if it tells a very good story, then that's the type of game I would usually go towards and try to play that game. And usually I don't play as much online games because they're very competitive and you're against other people, and sometimes you get to lose and your mood just goes downhill from there. Meanwhile, single player, you can
let me
fool
ta-
yourself and win every now and then here and there.
let me take you back to a little bit to what you said. When a game tells
Yeah.
a story, do games tell
Yeah.
story? This is the first time I hear this,
Yes.
because I know
Yes.
it's just a
Multiple.
game. It lasts for 3 minutes and then it's over. But you're saying
J-
that it tells a
time.
story. Can you tell us a little bit more
Yes.
about that?
Yeah. Times have changed now. Before, all you had to do was, okay, here's the objective. We want you to do this, and that's all you'll do, and this is the game that we have for you. But then you have games like to go back in time, let's say Final Fantasy. Usually you have a character, and this character has a story. For example, the latest one that I've played, you are a prince, and another kingdom takes over your kingdom. So now you are trying to rise to power as the uh, the rightful heir to the throne. So you meet other allies. You try to collect as many weapons, as many powerful weapons. You call these sentient beings to come and help you during battles, and you have to go do missions that have a storyline in order for them to come and help you, and you have to prove yourself. So that's a
Now
certain
this
a small example, yeah.
No,
now this
normally,
Ahmed
where are these
explains.
people from? Are they from the same country or they're from different all around the world?
Come again?
The allies that you're talking about, where are they from?
Yeah, they're usually in the same universe. Depend on in Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's in the same universe. It's like just let's say from here to Dubai or here to Saudi. That's the distance you
Ali,
cross in trying to gain these
he's
allies.
talking about the same game. It's talking about the
Yeah.
characters in the game. Please stay focused, Ali. Stay focused. Yeah, that explains a lot. Well, Ahmed telling us about the story in this game, that explains the long hours people spend in their
Yes.
bedrooms playing these games, because I assume they're not a 3 minute game. They are a long lasting
Yeah.
game that can go on and on. And
Yeah.
the
Usually the
excitement that
shortest.
takes you, yeah, the excitement that it takes you to finish the next level, to find out what happens in the story, that's an amazing thing. Now, Ahmed, uh, most of the time games are competitive. Yeah,
Yes.
people enjoy playing games with others. Are you also competitive when it comes to friends? Do you like to play with them in the same room, for example, or do you prefer it to be online?
Usually, yes, the same room is much more fun. You get to tease them in person, and try to annoy them once you win, or they can do the same to you once they beat you. But it's a much more fun environment when everyone's around you and you're all playing the same game, which is the best thing about Nintendo games, since that's what they try to achieve and try
You
to
know,
bring
Ahmed,
family.
you know, Ahmed, Ali reminds me with a character in one of the games. I can't remember the name. It's Bowser or Dr. Eggman or something like that. He looks like
Super
one of the
Mario.
characters in one of the.
Who are you talking
Ali,
about?
Ali, I want to challenge you. I want to
Hmm.
challenge you to give me 5 names of gaming characters. Yalla, the clock is ticking.
I'll
And
give
then
you
I'll give
just
you five
I'll
names.
just give you two. I'll just give you two.
No, five.
Five.
Come on, let's see how good you are.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember five. I don't remember.
So try.
Even the two that you told me, I just forgot about them. Ken and Ryu, that's from Street Fighter, and then you have Super Mario, Mario and Luigi. I got four already, so got one left.
You got
Help
four.
me,
Okay, you have
Pac-Man, man, Pac-Man.
okay,
Nice.
you have Todd, you have Peach, you have Bowser, you have
You
Bowser
have
Jr., you have Knuckles,
you
you have
have searched
Shadow,
on the
you
internet.
have
Come
Dr.
on, it's not
Eggman,
from here.
you have Charizard, you
Yeah.
have Lapras, you have Flareon,
Mm,
you have Creeper. You see,
He's
I
mm.
a
did my homework.
well-educated man.
You did a very good job, man.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Now,
Mhm.
Yes.
Ahmed, uh, the primitive games that we used to play, they didn't have
Yeah.
a lot of graphics. They didn't have sound effects. They didn't. They were not very exciting, but they were exciting for
Yeah.
us at that time. But I'm sure
Yeah.
now with the technology, virtual reality, and other technological advancement, games have moved to the next level.
Yeah.
Um, do you feel that there's a rapid move in games? There's a lot of changes that is happening. You always have to be up to date in the gaming industry. So, for example, if I
And
ask you, how do you get to know about new games that come into the market?
Mhm.
I usually keep up with the easiest way is just to watch a gaming show that occurs maybe once every year. For example, like E3 is a
Hmm.
conference for these electronics and other consumer products. So that's the easiest way because they all the gaming companies would come on stage and they would show what they're working on for this year or what's coming up in the next year or the projects they're basically working on. So that's an easy way. The second way is just to watch a gaming YouTuber that plays a variety of games, and usually they would always play a game as soon as it comes out or a few days before it comes out, and they review it.
Ahmed, you have mentioned
So
YouTubers. I just want to
yeah,
understand. You are a gamer or a gamer plus streamer, or live
I
streamer.
am uh, I am a gamer plus a live streamer, but I do it out of hobby. So I would
Mhm.
consider myself more as a gamer to
Okay,
make it
and what
easier.
platform do you use? What social platform do you use?
I stream on Twitch, and I've been streaming on Twitch for almost 2 years now.
Mm.
And I got affiliated by Twitch, um, which basically means that now people can subscribe to me, and I give them my special emojis or stickers for them to use in chat or whenever.
Mm.
So a fun activity is once I end my stream. Yeah,
Ahmed,
yeah, yeah.
do you get paid
Yes.
for the stickers? Do you get paid?
Yes.
How much are we talking?
Mm.
Good money?
Uh, Not really, no.
Enough money to enough money
To
to
survive.
invite me for dinner?
Not really, no. So a
So,
You know,
subscription is, yeah,
the reason why I'm asking you this is that you find a lot of YouTubers today making a lot of money, and
mm.
yeah,
especially gamers, and it becomes an industry.
yeah,
It becomes their source of income. So,
yeah.
do you have a plan to get rich soon, or you're just gonna
Inshallah, yes.
spend your time playing
Inshallah.
games?
Well, there are many ways to make money in gaming. So usually the biggest YouTubers or streamers would usually be signed to organizations that would take care of their sponsorships, and they would bring in brands to show up on stream. So, for example, I would have a logo of say PlayStation on the top corner of my screen, and they would pay a certain amount to be there for
Oh.
a certain amount of viewers. Or if I am a YouTuber, then I would have a sponsored spot in my videos where I would talk about a certain game. And because of that, just that amount of time, they would pay me for, say, every 1,000 views, they would give me uh, $5, $10. So
Mm.
Only
it's not as, yeah, it's not as much as you would expect.
Mm.
Usually, as a
plus
YouTuber, if
tax
you
or
just
without tax?
That'll be left
that
with
I don't
minus
know.
five.
Usually as
Oh,
YouTubers you would depend on advertisements on your channel
Mm.
for to make money, and per thousand views, you would get $1 to $5. So the
Mm.
big
Okay.
YouTubers make more money than the smaller ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Ahmed, forgive my ignorance. What's the
yeah.
difference between a YouTuber and a streamer?
So a streamer basically live streams just like what we're doing now, but a YouTuber focuses on making content or material for YouTube. You can also find
Okay.
streamers who would just record their streams, their live streams. So, for example, just like how this would be on the channel later, some of them would take those streams, cut them up to make them easier to watch. So, from 1 hour, they would short it down to 5 minutes, for example, having the
Mm.
best highlights
Okay.
of what happened during the stream. So, that's one method for streamers to use as starting YouTubers.
Do we
So,
have
that's
streamers in
basically
the
the
Middle
difference.
East or Oman?
Yes, we do. We do, yes. We do. We're very
Okay.
small, but we're there. We do exist.
And do we join
Yeah.
competitions? I understand there are gaming competitions around the world.
Yes, we do have a few competitions in the Middle East that Amani teams have been attending, and I personally know a few teams who have went to, I think it was Saudi Arabia, or was it the UAE? They went for a League of Legends tournament, and I think the prize for the winning team was 5,000 riyals, I think. I'm not
Mm.
Okay.
very sure. Yeah, so don't quote
Wow.
me on that. But yeah,
Mm.
these tournaments do happen, and locally, especially before COVID, the rise to esports in Amman, which is what we call these tournaments, tournament games like fighting games or strategy games, um, they have been on the rise, and more coffee internet cafes have been trying to organize these, as they also bring in people to their venues.
Is this competition still on now? I don't know if are they doing it online because of the
Yeah.
virus.
Yeah,
So they.
these competitions have still been going online on some websites like Battlefy, where you can organize your own tournament for your own whatever game you decide, and
Mm.
it also breaks down, for example, the ladder of who is going against who, and usually you would have someone in those games to spectate and make sure that nobody's cheating, and
Mm.
once the game is over, then they move on to the next phase. So yeah, tournaments have still been going on during
So
the
how do you
time of
get
Corona.
qualified to join such tournaments? Is there any criteria?
You would sometimes there is specific criteria. For example, you have to have a visa to come into this country for the physical ones. But for the online ones, maybe they would ask for your competitive rank, which is what we have on these online competitive games. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
has a rank from, for example, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and it goes on. So
Mm-hmm.
if you match a specific rank, then they would allow you into this tournament. But
And
some of them don't really care about your
where is it?
your
Where is it
rank.
normally saved? I mean, how would you somebody know that this is your silver, your gold? Is there anywhere?
Um, so games nowadays, they provide users with websites that can show whatever rank you have. So for
Mm,
example, for League of Legends, there is a website that we can refer to see all of our match history or your friends' match history, to see
mm,
how much kills they got, how much, which items did they buy. It used to also provide you with a download tool to download their game and watch how they played it. So people used to use those websites to download replays of professional players, and they would try to learn and understand, what does this guy do, how does he win, what is his strategy, because competitive games are very, very strategic.
there's a question for you from Disaster Al Habsi. What games do you primarily play, Ahmed?
I primarily play role-playing games, but I also play League of Legends. I also play Call of Duty. I try to, whenever I see a new game come out, I usually just try to give it a try, just keep an open mind. Let me try this game. Let me see. Maybe I'll like it. If I do like it, I'll suggest it to my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So have you tried GT5 and Among Us?
I have yet to try Among Us, but I did try GTA 5.
Hatim, don't tell me you know these names. I just saw you reading the names.
No, I know them. I know them, man. I know them by heart. I know them by heart. My kids played a very good role in preparing me for today's show. So I know I did my work. Not like the guy in the hat.
I will meet you at the end. Just hold on.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready, my friend. So Ahmed, is gaming all about entertainment, or do people actually learn something out of gaming?
You can actually learn a few things from games. So some games would show you things from the past. They would have historical events. So one of the most known franchises, which is called Assassin's Creed, they would usually select a country for each sequel that they have. So the
They look
newest
like you,
one
Hatim. They look like you. Right, Ahmed? Just put your hoodie. Just hide your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, these games, each sequel would follow a certain country, and they would select an era. So the last one that came out is called Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and they follow the stories of Vikings during the Vikings era, and how they moved
Yes.
from Norway to England. And you get to see some historical figures. I have yet to meet a few of them, but I also heard that King Arthur's sword is actually in the game, so I'm hoping to see that. Previous games from that franchise, we've seen Da Vinci. We've also seen, mythological beings from Egyptian times, like the Anubis or Ra, from the Egyptian
Hold on.
mythology.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Do I understand now? You actually learning things through playing games, like a history or?
You could in a sense, yes, you get to see how the times were back then. So
Mhm.
you can understand the atmosphere of those times, because we can't really experience those. We don't really know what it was like. And then you also do have stories within the game that would show you the struggles of this person. So with Da Vinci, I remember, within the game, you would talk to him and he would tell you, oh, these people think I'm crazy and I've made all of these. And he would show you the diagrams of certain things that he made by himself or
Mhm.
designed. So yeah,
I-
you
I'm
you can
surprised to
actually learn
I'm
a few things.
surprised to know, Ahmed, that you're learning something, because I thought kids the only thing they learn through gaming is to ignore their parents when they call them. But I'm
That was
happy now
that that
that they're
was that
learning
was during
something
your
else.
time, Hatim.
It
Hatim, that
it
was
does
during your
it does
time.
depend. It depends a lot on which game they are playing, but yes, some games do and will teach you some things. Some games would just teach you simple things as morals, like be good, or one of my favorite games, The Witcher 3. Um, the biggest thing about this game is that your actions have consequences, and it does show you in the game that, okay, if you do this, and for example, you help this person would rise to power and for example, take out this whole village. Or you would have to sacrifice between slaughtering a village to save orphan children, or let the children die. But it's not within your hands. You just have to
Mm.
select. Sometimes it would challenge your morals, and these are the type of things
Mm.
that would sometimes make you appreciate these games. The hard decisions that you have to make within a few seconds. So it does also improve your decision making.
Having said that, now, is there anything that you would like to, apart from advising, maybe warn
Yeah.
us when it comes to games? What should we play and what we should avoid? And I'm mainly talking about children.
As As parents, I believe that if you are providing these games for your children, the first thing you have to do is make sure first the age rating. That is the easiest thing that you have to do. Check the
Mm-hmm.
age rating. They would always mention what kind of things would you may find offensive, whether it's violence, whether it's blood and gore, whether it's nudity, and so on. It would or vulgar language.
Vowel language.
But then
Language.
Yeah,
I
foul
think
language, drugs.
each culture would have different levels of censorship
Tolerance. Yeah.
or PG or
They would have, yeah. We have two rating methods. So there is a European method and there is the US method, but both of them use the same method of showing you what's exactly
mm-hmm.
in the game. They would warn you beforehand. And then you can also just watch reviewers on YouTube. Of course, we don't have as many Muslim YouTubers who dedicate their time in making videos to warn families, for example, hey, maybe this game isn't appropriate to give to your younger kids or siblings to play. And maybe what I was thinking is, hey, you shouldn't play this game in front of, your family. This isn't
Yeah.
appropriate. Because there
Mm,
are some games, whether we like it or not, we're moving towards a direction that games are taking over the media in terms of uh, consuming. Most people now don't read books and have moved on to listening to music, or maybe just listening to audiobooks instead of reading them. And then you also have
Yes.
movies and you have these games which are entertaining and more interactive. So it immerses you even more. So I believe that we do need people to help us with that. But I do warn, believe that you should read those age ratings. You should watch a few reviews just to understand what is this game about, and
mhm.
would you allow your kid to play these games?
Yeah.
Ahmed, do you think games have the ability to manipulate people in the way they think, in the way they believe, behavior? Because I remember there was a game. I don't remember the actual name. It's something my neighbor, my neighbor's teacher, or something like that. It's about
Okay.
a guy who breaks into his neighbor's house, and then the more you steal, the more points you get.
Oh,
And
okay.
kids love that game. I don't remember the actual name of the game, but
Yeah.
kids they love this game. But as a parent, you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
Now and then, when you see this, first of all,
Yeah.
to stop them from playing such games,
Mm,
which
Yeah.
the rating might be suitable for their age, but in terms of the
Yeah.
value they learn from this game is not right,
Yeah.
because
yeah.
stealing or
Yeah.
breaking into your neighbor's house is not a good
Yeah.
value. You have games
Yeah.
like Dome, which is
Yeah.
all shooting and ripping off people's heads. Anyone you
Yeah.
find in front of you, just shoot and kill without a reason. And
Yeah.
that's also not, it's not entertaining. It is embedding in you such values that, it's okay to kill. It's a cool thing to kill.
Yeah.
In the long
Yeah.
run, this becomes something very, very normal. Because I remember when we were growing up, when something appears on the screen, on the TV, like a movie, and it's a horror movie,
Yeah.
there's a sign of blood or anything, we automatically close our eyes, because it's a
Yeah.
scene that we're not used to see. But now,
Yeah.
kids play games, they shoot one another, they kill one another, and they're smiling and they're happy and they're having fun.
Yeah.
So we need to really have a balance and be very careful. I always tell parents, you cannot deprive children completely from the gaming world, because if
Yeah.
you stop them from playing the games here in your house, they can play it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you should be aware of what is going on. You should always
Yeah.
look into the games, read the ratings, read the reviews, and make
Yeah,
sure you understand. Sometimes sit with them and play the actual game and see if there is anything that is not suitable for your culture, for your religion, and for their well-being as well as people. Then it's important for you as a parent to be careful.
I agree. Yeah. The thing is that at some point these kids will get to a level where they would buy the games without consulting with their parents because they got to that age. So the most important thing is to make sure that you instill those values within those kids. Like, make sure that they understand, okay, this is a game. This is not real life. So in this game, it's fine to kill. Nobody dies, nobody is harmed by these actions. But if you do these things in real life, these actions do have actual consequences. People do get hurt from these things. So uh, that is also um, that also leads me to a point which I wanted to mention, which is most people do enjoy games because you get immersed into a virtual world where you can be anything, you can do anything, nobody can hold you back. um, you can, if you've had a bad day, you can do whatever. You can steal a car, you can do this and that, nobody's hurt, nobody's harmed. And worst case scenario, hey, you get caught by the police in game, you can restart the game and come back and nothing happened, nobody's hurt, you know.
Mm.
We just need to make sure that
Can
kids understand. Yeah.
Ahmed, can you date in the game?
Nope.
And some games, yes, you can.
Why
So
did you ask
can
that
you
question, man?
can you find the woman of your dreams who is blonde and blue eyes, and you know just date her on
Whatever
the
you
game?
can imagine. Yes.
Oh, Ali, we've been missing a lot. Ali, we have to go back to gaming. We have to go back.
You've
The
missed out.
games, the games that the games that we had, Ali, was so boring. We had
Yeah, man.
Pac-Man, Mario. They were in black and white. They're not even colored. Yeah, like the one Ali's holding.
Yeah.
But now things are advanced. A lot of things have
Yeah.
changed, and we have to go back.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
remember
need to color my
playing.
beard.
I
Do
remember
something about it.
playing one of the games called Grand Theft, and I used to enjoy that, even though I think it's something to do with values and morality, because what you're really
Yeah.
doing is you stealing cars from people while they're
Yeah.
driving. You stop them, you take the car, hit them, and then go and do, I don't know, and try
Even
to
old
save the
ladies, huh?
world.
Even old ladies.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
best part
yeah,
of the
yeah.
game is when you slap the old lady and take her car and
Oh
steal her
man.
purse as well.
And not just that, maybe just between you and me, and not the viewers. If you honk while driving, something happens. So I don't want to mention what happens. Maybe after the show.
Now, Ahmed, I want to ask
Yeah.
you a question. Who are better gamers, teenagers or young men like you, such as yourself, your age, or older people above 30 like me and Ali? Because now the industry has shifted. Before,
Yeah.
games are only for kids, but now
Yeah.
this industry has become an adult industry more than kids. Most of the
Yeah.
games are made for young people such as yourself or adults
Yeah.
above 30, and
Yeah.
very few games are made for younger kids who are teenagers or even below that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you stand a chance in front of a kid
No.
when you compete in a game?
No. No. The thing is,
You
kids
still you
have a
still
lot
can't
of
beat
time.
them.
No, kids have a lot of time to practice. That's the truth. For example, okay, I may be good at this certain game, so all I can do is take the mechanics of what I learned from this game and transfer that to this other game that the kid is playing. But at the end of the day, the kid is gonna be better than me in some
Mm.
time, whether it's a week, a month. They do have faster reactions according to scientific researches, and my reactions are getting slower because I am getting older and we are getting
Um,
older. So,
having said that, Ahmed, how long do you spend per day playing the game? How many hours a day? I mean, let's say the
I
peak.
used
What's your stamina? What's your stamina? How long can you take it?
I used to spend an entire day, and then it went down as I tried to do other things, and now it went down to maybe 4 to 6 hours, maximum of 8 hours per day, and this is only during weekends, of course.
Ah,
And if I'm not doing something else, because I would usually watch a certain podcast, try to learn from this, or I would read something online, maybe look up some news, uh, check the stock market, for example.
for games.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, yeah, the game companies are available on the stock market. So if you do know what is going on in the gaming industry, it's not a bad idea to get into investing into gaming companies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ahmed, why do you think companies in the Middle East are not into the gaming industry? So it's very rare to find Arab YouTubers or streamers. You don't
Yeah.
have companies that are designing these games, which might be suitable for our region. Why do you think?
Yeah.
Where did we go wrong?
We do have Arab streamers and YouTubers, just not as many as compared to maybe the American region. But as for companies creating these games, like developing these games for the Arab region, the problem is these games are very expensive to make. You also need to learn how to use these tools to design a certain game. Um, you have to have experienced people, or this would take years to develop. For example, the latest game I'm waiting for has been in development for 7 years now, and
MashaAllah.
it has over 500 people working on it.
Oh, why
Yeah.
that
MashaAllah.
why that number of people for a game?
For example, you would need people to work on the physics within the game. How does a car collide with the environment, for example? Someone would have to focus on the physics.
Oh,
Someone
so
would
they're
have to
like real
focus.
humans in the
Yeah.
making.
Yeah, you have to design everything from how the buildings will look, um, and if these buildings are very, very detailed, then those take a lot of time to design also. So if
Mm-hmm.
you do use Photoshop and you make something from nothing, you would understand how much time or the process is to make something as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and some of them would have to go to sites. If you would not rather make them by hand, you would go to sites and you would capture with 360 cameras, photogrammetry cameras to be exact, and these cost a lot of money. I think 10,000 riyals for a camera like that, and imagine making an entire map out of that. Imagine just making, for example, Shat al-Qaram with that camera, going each place by place and making sure all these shots are perfectly captured, and then you have to bring them into the 3D world where you have to make sure the ridges and corners are perfect, and then you
Mm.
have to make the characters, and then you have to make the stories and the voice actors, and someone has to write the story too. So this is why it takes a
It's a lot
lot
of
No,
of lot
work.
of time.
no,
Yeah,
no wonder why the games are so expensive.
Mm.
I
they are.
always
Yeah,
argue with my kids when it comes to buying the games. After
yeah,
buying the actual game, the device, then you have
yeah,
the games. Yeah.
yeah,
So when you go and
yeah,
buy the games, they're really expensive. They're not cheap.
yeah.
And I argue with them. You know why this small chip? Why is it 26 riyals? But
Yeah,
now I do understand
Mm.
why it is expensive.
yeah,
The amount of work put into
yeah,
developing them.
No,
But I
not just
also
games,
see
Hatem. Even joysticks. I think the cheapest one would be around what 20 riyals or something. That's the
yeah.
cheapest one, I
yes.
guess. In our days, how much you think was the joystick? 1 riyal, 2 riyals?
Yeah, I think it
the,
was
the
around
the
that
whole
price.
game, the whole set was 20 riyals.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
games
The
embedded
whole
in it.
set was 20 riyals with
With that,
games embedded and everything. The black and white
yeah.
games, of course.
No, that's your time.
The
My time, it was a bit different.
the Pac-Man. Yeah, right. You're older than me.
Okay, I think
So,
we're coming towards the end, Hatim. So maybe we'll just wrap
No,
up.
wait. Before the end, I just have these controversial games that people are normally talking about, and they don't want their kids to play, like PUBG and Call of Duty and Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know, you played them.
Yeah.
Are they addictive? Do they have content that is not even suitable for younger men, not only teenagers, or are they okay?
It depends. I said it depends on you as a parent. What things do you allow for your kids to be exposed to? Do you allow them to be exposed to vulgar language, for example? If not, then Call of Duty is no way close to acceptable for your kids, because it is designed with keeping things as realistic as possible as being inside that battleground. Um, but as I was saying before, if you allow your kids and you explain to them, hey, this is wrong, this is right, then would you accept letting them, shoot um, just robots, for example? Would you allow them to do that? If not, then it is within your hands at the end of the day. You are their parent, but we cannot avoid that they will still play these games because they are fun. And yeah, we have to make sure that we instill the correct values and make sure that they understand what is right, what is wrong. As for controversies, for example, this game showing for example, a place in Iraq or whatever, these games would tend to usually name these places by a different name. They would give it a fictional name, but they would design it similar to this place, just to tell a story, for example, or to immerse you even deeper into the game. That to yeah, to immerse you deeper into the game, basically.
Okay, my final question for you. I know Ali's gonna shoot us. He wants to wrap up, but you being in the gaming industry now since the age of 5, when you become a parent, Ahmed, what will
Yeah.
you do differently than what we did to our children? Now that you are aware of this entire industry, what would you do?
I would I would definitely keep up with those games that they are playing. I would make sure that what is this guy playing? Why is he playing it so much? I'll try to understand, even though there are games which I will not understand because I do not enjoy those games. Because just
Yes.
like every book, not each book is something that you would like to read. Same thing is with games. There are so many options. So you just have to understand, hey, is this appropriate? Is it not appropriate? Should I interfere? You know, will it change my son's point of view in life, or religion or culture? Is it fine? Is it not fine? Then I'm sorry, son, I cannot let you play this. Or at least if he's as stubborn as me, then I would just try to explain it. Hey, listen, at least I want you to understand this is not right. And
Mm.
yes, this is a virtual world that you're in, and you can escape life and go to this place where you can enjoy your time and whatsoever. But you have to remember that this isn't real life. Once that machine is off, then you have to get back to life and you have to do everything that we're supposed to do as humans. Everybody has a role that has and a path to follow.
Yeah, true,
So I
true.
hope I answered it.
Yeah,
Hatim,
I have more questions, but Ali, but
there's a
Ali is
question for you
gonna
actually,
shoot us.
Hatim. There's a question for
Yes,
you, Hatim.
yes,
Uh, okay, it's
yes.
from Ruruti.
Where's the
Says,
question?
so Ali and Hatim, have you played with your kids video games to keep up?
Honestly speaking, from this platform, I would like to be honest and say I hate Minecraft. I don't love it at all because I don't understand. I don't have an idea. And I don't have an idea about Minecraft. I hate it. But
Mm.
anything else I can play. Oh, and Pokemon. I don't like Pokemon. I don't understand it.
But other people enjoy it. I do
Yeah.
actually play with my kid. This is one of the games. But the thing is, some of them are a little bit aggressive. I mean, even Spider-Man is aggressive. But some of them are extremely aggressive that when I started playing, I just had to shut it down, you know, when I saw my kid next to me. And yeah, it's more about killing and fighting. And I have a 5-year-old boy, so it didn't really suit him.
Yeah.
But I do, if I get a chance to play any games that are for under 5 years, then yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
So
Thank you very much, Ahmed.
Anytime. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, and I
Take
think
care, and it's all-
we have really learned a lot in terms of the world of gaming and how the mentality of a gamer works. And I think it's completely different from how it used to be 20, 30, 40 years back. So
Definitely.
yeah, and hopefully, thank you very much. I think my camera went
Thank
off for
you.
some reason. Thanks a
Take
lot.
care, Ahmed. Thank you. Take care.
You too.
So
Enjoy.
Hatim,
You too.
so now we're back together,
Yes.
Hatim, and I think before we end this, let me just remind our viewers to please do not forget to like and share this video. And if you have not subscribed to Ummati Station, please do so and hit that indication button so you get all the notifications. Please. And we have so many different kinds of topics that we're going to talk about. We will meet every Saturday, inshallah, around 8 p.m. Oman time, 4 p.m. GMT. Back to Hatim and me.
We have some business to finish. Let's go.
You really want to do something? Okay, just hold on. Let me just take this
Yeah.
hat off because I'm a little bit tired. And you know what? There is a 30-year business that hasn't been finished. Oh, my eye. Okay. 30 years. Let us continue. You know what we have missed for the last
Okay, let's go.
30 years. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm going to
Ready.
beat you.
Let's go.
Okay,
go.
thank you everybody. We'll see you inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Hop, yalla. Okay, Karen, 30 years, man, 30 years. And now I'm gonna just, oh no, again, okay. Okay, go. Oh, oh. Yeah.